Hello, my name is Brian Flores. I am a barber instructor at Dallas Blends Barber Academy in the Garland location, and I'm about to go ahead and do a demonstration on a haircut with my model, Julian Cerda. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a low fade with the V in the back, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so to start my haircut, what I always do, I go ahead and analyze the hair. Make sure I see where the hair is laying, the natural lay of the hair. That way I know I'm gonna execute my movements on my clipper. So now that I analyze the hair, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little small trim on top. We're gonna go ahead, he wants to keep a little bit of the length and the width on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little small trim on top. And I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my leave-in conditioner, which allows me to have better manipulation of the hair. Go ahead and add some water. As I go ahead and add some water, I make sure that I comb the hair. That way the water starts going in all the way down to the scalp. As you can see my model right here on this hair right here, we see how his hair just grows and just pops out on direction of goes up. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that to my favor, which I'm gonna use that to manipulate the hair and create that foundation on the side for the fade that I'm gonna go ahead and start working on him. We'll do a small trim on top. I'm gonna start from the front, comb my hair to the front. Then my first cut, we're gonna go ahead and cut 1/2 inch, and that's gonna be my guideline. I'm just gonna pull my hair back and just follow that same guideline I left. Go ahead and comb the hair in front again. And then you may see, pull our hair down a little bit, we see we got the guideline right there. So we'll just go ahead and start cutting. Pull the hair front. Okay, so I already cut the top. We got the length desired, so I'm gonna go ahead and now the next step, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my trimmers, and we're gonna do the V in the back with the fade on the sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the center. So to identify the center of the back, I go ahead and put my clippers, locate the center right here, mark my first guideline, then I go here in the back, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the back of his ear to mark my second guideline, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that these two lines connect together. Same thing on this side. grab my guideline from here. That's where I'm gonna start the fade. And start bottling it out. Sure we always brush down so we can maintain the haircut clean, and then it gives you a better view of the haircut that you're working on. It's always better if you always organize your space, have it clean, and once you start fading, at the end your haircut is gonna come out more organized. Next step, I'm gonna go ahead and use my shaver. We stretch the skin as well to help us shave better. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Wahl Legends and I'm gonna start working on the fade. And we're only gonna fade from here, where it starts the sideburn, to the back of the ear. That's where we're gonna stop because we wanna keep the line in the back for the V. Alright, so then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Wahl Legends, half guard open, just to start working on my first guideline to start fading. I usually work, which is the third part of the first 4 teeth of my clipper. And I start picking up the hair. That will be my first guideline to start the fade that we're working on. So that'll be my first guideline right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and close halfway and start fading this guideline right here, this line right here. I'm gonna go ahead and start blending it in. Close it all the way. Once I see it's not cutting any more hair, a good way to know obviously if you're cutting hair or not is you can always hear the clipper. The crunch, people call it the crunch. Okay, so we faded that line. I'm gonna go back with my trimmers. And I'm gonna go ahead and, just with the corner, same thing with the corner of my clippers, I'm gonna gently go ahead and start picking up those little hairs that we have so we can start cleaning it up. So we can have a smooth transition from skin to the fade that we want to create. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab my number 1 guard. And we're gonna continue with our second guideline of the fade. Remember, always is very important to brush down your hair. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my half guard, open it all the way, and then we're gonna start closing little by little to go ahead and fade our number 1 guideline the way half. Same, just as the other first step, we go closing little by little, and we start seeing the smooth transition from skin to the hair and the blend that we're about to create. So we already did all the way close. And second thing we're gonna do is our third guideline. We're gonna start with our number 2 guard. And then I'm gonna grab my comb so I can go ahead and grab the hair and start combing it. I'm no longer gonna use the brush. So with my number 2, we start taking away a little bit of the bulk that we have on the sides. And as you see, his hair grows this way. This is volume hair. We're gonna go ahead and use it, like I mentioned earlier when I was getting his hair ready, so we can go ahead and create that nice blend, that nice transition from skin to fade, and then to style the hair on top at the end. So I got my second guideline right here. So after that guard, I'm gonna go ahead and get my 1.5 guard, open my guard in, and like the previous steps, we're gonna be closing little by little. And close halfway. Close a little bit more. So as you may see right here, it's already blended in. We have a little bit of darkness right here. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna go back to my 1 guard. I'm gonna go ahead and same thing, open it all the way, which is we have a 0.5 when we open it. So it'll be like 1.5, and then keep blending. So we get that nice smooth transition. So I'll go back to my brush to brush the small hairs. And close little by little. Usually as you become a barber and you perfect your skill, you gonna develop the habit of just really, it's gonna become second nature for you. You start closing using different guards, but right now we're gonna go ahead and break it down for y'all little by little. Okay, so we have a smooth transition. Always good to look at the whole haircut move. We have a mirror. Use your mirror. Your mirror is going to be your best tool to look any little small details, dark spots, lines you want to go ahead and get rid of. Your mirror is going to be your best tool to look at the whole haircut and make sure it's coming out clean. Okay. So another part right here with the bulk on the side, we usually put it to the front, look on the sides, make sure We don't want no hair sticking out, so always important to check your haircut, look in the mirror, look in the front, and then go ahead and keep working. So as we did the 0 to a 2, we're gonna go ahead and add a number 3 to go ahead and blend this on the side, take all the bulk from the side. So I'm at 3 all the way close. And I'm gonna go on with my 4 guard, number 4. Make sure we still remove some of the bulk that he has right here in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my trimmers, start marking that line again, make sure it's nice, neat, sharp. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my trimmers. We're gonna line up the side of the edge up, and we're gonna go ahead and do the side run as well. Always make sure we don't push the natural hairline back, just because you don't want 2-3 days after you do a haircut, you don't want that green hair that's starting to grow in. So it's always important to keep natural hairlines in, do not push them back. Keep it as natural as possible. If you have a customer of choice that likes enhancements, well, that's always your customer's preference. So we keep it natural in here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some shaving gel, get my straight razor ready. Always holding your straight razor at a 90 degrees angle. And I go back. A small design, start getting creative with it. Always never be scared. This is your canvas, so whatever you get inspired of, do it. Whatever you feel like doing it, So I'll go ahead and mark my line. Always starting with the corner of your trimmers. You don't want to go ahead and use the whole trimmer just because you don't want it to come out a straight line, unless you want a straight line if that's what you desired. But if you want to curve it a little bit, you can always just use the shaving gel. You don't have to use the whole blade, you can use the corner. Make sure you're gentle. Put some gel on, stretch the skin, you don't want to cut them. Because at the end, you want to take a picture, you want all the blood coming out. So we're gonna go ahead and start style our hair right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and use our all natural Dallas Blends pomade. You can go ahead and purchase it at our website. Make sure we get in there.